Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we've got the type of unboxing that we don't normally do. This was actually a viewer-submitted knife. This will go back. It's a loaner, but it's one that caused quite the commotion, quite the stir here just a couple of months back. I'm late to the game, right? Well, I'm at the point now where this knife is apparently sold out, so the only way to get your hands on it is on the secondary market. So fortunately, my buddy Matt sent this in and said, yeah, you can take a look at it. So thanks so much. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Let's find out what we've got here and why it is the way that it is. So tactical cut there. I miss doing this. Oh boy, is this still in the packaging? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, Merry Christmas. I'm opening this up on Christmas Eve. This morning is not. I know you guys are like, you're actually recording content on Christmas Eve. You guys are probably seeing this in 2025. But yes, I am. I'm recording content to get this done because I'm trying to take Christmas Day off. So what do we have here? We have, I was like, this is, how did they do this? They sleeved it in to the cardboard. What is this? What? Why is that there? Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Matt. How do you get this out of here? All right. Oh, it says you're like supposed to cut across the dotted line. I'm going to pull it this way and maybe we can just unsheath it. Yes. There we go. This is the Ozark Trail. Why don't they name these? The Ozark Trail 7.5-inch folding knife. Okay. So we have a 3 1/4-inch blade, 4.25-inch polypropylene handle. Really? So I use the Cold Steel toys. They're not toys. They're training equipment. Yes, they're toys. But the Cold Steel training knives and swords, I bought a bunch of those made out of polypropylene. I've hit those things with the lawnmower. The dogs have chewed on them. I watch my kids hurl them across the yard at the stone, the concrete barrier outside in the backyard. Polypropylene is ridiculously tough. So that's kind of interesting. What's much more interesting with this guy is the fact that I believe, am I wrong in assuming this? Surely it says somewhere on the packaging. The blade is supposed to be stainless steel. So I guess I thought that these were like D2. But this is the Ozark Trail knife, the crossbar locking knife. Maybe I was just wrong about the steel. And I think these are like $5 to $10. What is the blade steel? Okay, so I just went and looked, and so a couple of things. Number one, this has a twin. This is interesting. This has a twin that's orange, and it does have a D2 blade. These are both like $5 pocket knives, which is what. Now, listen, this is the one that has the stainless blade. So number one, I can't find any listings that say exactly what the stainless steel is. And at $5, I guarantee Ozark Trail was like, you know what? Just say stainless steel. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, even if they dig and figure out exactly what it is, which I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's probably something like 3CR13 MOV, right? It's going to be one of the really cheap Chinese stainless steels. That's what we're going to find out, right? Or some variation, right? Could be 440A, or, you know, if you're lucky, it's 440B. If you're extremely lucky, it's 440C, but I doubt it, right? But anyways, that's probably what it is. The one that caused the big stir was the D2 version, which was also $5. And furthermore, and I don't know how much extensive heat treat testing the community or the people who can actually do this type of testing, I don't know how much they have done. Like, I don't know how many samples they have tested, right? If they manage to get their hands on 10 to 20 of them and they're all scoring really high, that would be really impressive. But from what I heard, the D2 versions of this knife which, D2 is not an incredibly expensive blade steel, but, geez, at $5, if they're hitting, 59, 60, 61 in that territory for $5, that's incredible. Now, there was further kind of, speculative drama created. And a lot of people were like, if Ozark Trail can do this for $5 and every other company's ripping us off, right? That's the conclusion that a lot of people come to. So number one, there's a couple of indicators here that that's not the case. Number one, Ozark Trail made some of these and then stopped, right? Something is keeping them from continuously producing them. Number two, it was probably a volume thing, right? So it's very unlikely that Ozark Trail was making these and making a significant profit off of them, right? It's kind of a balance between all of your products type of thing. But this is not the type of thing that can be continuously produced for this price and the company succeeds off of it. It doesn't work that way. On top of that, while this is admittedly decent in quality, actually, I'm going to tell you right now, outside of there's a little bit of left and right play. It probably can be adjusted out, right? What do we have for the internals? Those look like bearings. The action, pretty good. A little lumpy, a little bumpy in here, but gosh, for $5, Handle, not bad. Polypropylene. Comes with a little bit of crap in the crevices there. Standoffs, right? Not too much. Not too different from the Benchmade bug out, like in terms of how it feels. Pretty flexy, right? This has all been hollowed out here. The blade is a simple drop point blade that has most likely paint on this. And then this is a hollow ground, right? And it's, I don't know, is it sharp out of the box? Let's get a piece of paper and I'll let you know how the factory edge feels. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Probably not going to last very long. Either way, though, $5, right? Not bad. For some people, that's going to be all the pocket knife that they need. Do I feel like this knife proves that no one ever needs to spend more than $5 on a pocket knife? No, just from handling this. Like, it's neat, but I mean, if you got your hands on one and it lasts you for a really, really long time and you're happy with it, I think that's fine. But I think there are plenty of people out there who would benefit from paying a little bit more for this or that, right? The handle material I think is fine, but it's obviously not. This doesn't feel like the type of knife that is going to be able to always do exactly what you want it to do. I mean, the blade steel with this probably, again, if you know exactly what this is, you can tell me. With this being a very, very bottom of the barrel, assuming stainless blade steel, it'll cut for a little bit, and then you'll need to sharpen it. You'll be sharpening it to keep the blade, like sharp enough to where it actually is a convenient cutting tool. You'll be sharpening it so often that it'll drive you nuts. Now, on the flip side, if you got the D2 version of this knife and it actually is holding an edge really, really well, then that's pretty cool, right? If Ozark Trail could continuously produce this thing and keep up with, demand and all that, then yeah, like if we see this come back in massive quantities and everybody's able to get the D2 version of this knife, and the blade is legitimately heat treated properly, then at that point I'd be like, hey, I mean, this is clearly a new standard. Like, what are all these other companies doing here? Then yeah. But something tells me that will not happen in 2025. This is really, really interesting though, and I'd kind of like to just carry and use this knife and see how long the edge lasts. What we're doing here today is not a review. It's just an unboxing and first impressions. This is definitely a nice knife for $5 though, right? Not coming down on this at all. Like, this is an impressive knife for $5. So I'm going to point out there is up and down play too with their crossbar lock. Put my gloves on. I don't trust this one. Matt, if I break this, I'll buy I'll get on eBay and I'll buy you two at double the price. All right. Just curious. I'm gonna give it a good whack. This is pretty impressive, honestly. Yeah, $5. Not bad. Not bad. Even with the up and down play. Pretty cool. I would love to see Ozark Trail continue to produce this, you know, because again, like I said, even if the stainless version is something crappy, $5, right? $5. Not bad. No change, slight change. Yeah, it's still, now it feels like maybe it wants to slip a little bit, but is it left and right? It's the left and right play that I'm feeling. I just need to tighten that up a little bit. But for $5, not bad. Interesting. Okay, so all of the stuff that I'm sure that there's gaps and little things here or there that I didn't know about this knife, and if you guys can fill in gaps, let me know, and then I'll review it after I've carried it. But this is interesting. That's going to be pretty much it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.